This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, folks, to Ford Field, the home of the Lions here in Detroit, Michigan. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Now it's second down here. Looking for a receiver. Going to try to use his legs here.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. There's contact on the throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Touchdown, Wolverines. 6 points for the special teams. What a moment. Their fans are never going to forget that. Conference title on the line takes it all the way to the house.
Well, I just love to see returnmen get a chance to make a play and make a difference in the outcome of a game, let alone a conference championship on the line. He got some great blocks, but truly at the end of the day, it was his instincts and natural playmaking ability that took it into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Together a positive drive here. The sure hands, it's Duke. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Handoff to the fullback. The fullback gets stopped for a loss. Ran into a wall there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid gain.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Looks left and finds his target there. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And the Golden Gophers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route. I think it really caught this defense off guard.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. QB keeper all the way. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Offense rolling the dice on this fourth down call. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The Golden Gophers offense is on the move now.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
We feed the fullback this time. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
Design quarterback run. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. And they punch it in or settle for 3. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's a good job by this offense getting positive yards here on this 3rd and goal, but now they're facing 4th and goal. Big decision on whether or not to settle for the field goal or at least get some points or roll the dice and try to get this ball into the end zone on 4th down.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Keeps it on a design run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship and put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun running play call. Breaking free at the 35. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. It's a solid gain to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the handoff. As the first down is still going. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keeping it on the ground here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15.
Well, it's 3rd down, The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And they bring him down for a short loss on the scramble.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for 6. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Now, cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
Minnesota offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown, and they keep clicking here over the defense. Come up with a stop. He breaks free. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And now a carry here for the fullback. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He escapes the pocket. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. This is the 6th play on the drive. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
On third down, he drops to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up fourth down. The Golden Gophers will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to...
A deep shot to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. The sure hands. It's Carter. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. First down. Looking to throw the football. He lets it go on the move. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. And here's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. He's going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important 2nd down play coming up. The back's got it. Has it back to the end zone. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Dunks it down to the back. Caught. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Bringing pressure. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left side. That is broken up and incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Second down after that previous play. He's going to take off. He's got the first and still going. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves them out of the 12.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Running out of time in the pocket. And is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. He's at the 50. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. That defense contributes 6 points.
Boy, what a tough blow. This offense already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. The pocket breaking down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks and they stop him short of the 1st down. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here down to multiple scores. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Golden Gophers line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. He gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Using his legs on the scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. The Golden Gophers come to the line in a hurry-up.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they've got him behind the line. There is a penalty marker, but if it's on the offense, it'll be a change of possession. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's got room to run. Gets the 1st and still running. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a 1st down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
He's got it near the end zone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
On the move now. Touchdown, Michigan. They continue to roll up the score.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Turns it loose downfield. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the 2nd interception for this defense today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Gets hauled in here over the middle. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down.
Boy, this defense can fly to the football. He does a nice job of breaking one tackle, but look at the defenders. 5, 6 guys flying to the football to keep him short of the first down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
What a catch!
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Wolverines will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple of touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Pass rush closing in. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Looking to scramble. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Love this route by this receiver. Settle down in that soft spot of his own. When your quarterback and receiver are on the same page and can throw that route with timing, man, it is difficult to stop against any coverage.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Oh, the big fella almost at it. Incomplete, though, brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Catch is made down the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw here. Snags it with throw. Touchdown, Minnesota. This air attack is still unstoppable. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments in half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now, entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. QB decides to keep it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Defense is spread all over the field, do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but gets enough for the first down.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll give it to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up the first and is still going. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Michigan. This offense really clicking. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
Going after, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking deep downfield with the left. The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Leaning on the run game here late. He finds some space. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Third down play for this offense. quarterback still with the football. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback, when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big, explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.